സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം 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 സർവം ബ്രഹ്മമയം
Oh, namaste. Yeah. Namaskar, Navesh.
Namaskaram.
Audio is clear?
Clear.
Okay, we'll start. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Parambaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashyakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnur Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Om Parthaya Pradibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamrtavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva Manasandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Pullaravindayada Patranetra Enatvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajwalido Jnanamaya Pradivaha Prabannapari Totra Vetraigapanaye Jnanamudraya Krishnaya Gita Mrtaduhe Namaha Sarvopanishadu Gavo Dugdha Gopalanandanah Partho Vatsasudhir Bhokta Dugdham Gita Mrtam Mahad Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोपला शल्यग्राहपदी कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामपि कर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैर्णनदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथासम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलः प्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतस्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैर्गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनो यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः. Om. Good morning and namaskaram to all. So we have been discussing Srimad Bhagavad Gita and we are in the 18th chapter and we have to start from the 74th verse. So we have 74, 75, 76, 77 and 78 and today we are concluding Srimad Bhagavad Gita discussion which we started about nearly 4 years plus and let us go to the 74th verse. So after the 73rd verse Arjuna said Nashto mohaha smritir labdha tvat prasadat maya achyuta sthitosmi gata sandehaha karishye vachanam tava. Hey Achyuta, by your grace my delusion, the Krishna, the Guru, with his grace, my delusion, with your grace, by your grace, my delusion is completely destroyed. I am no more, I have delusion. So that is smritir labdha. Means it is not that something which he got from outside. He knew, he understood, right? Whatever is there, smriti, he had forgotten it, that's all. He forgot his true nature, now he remembered, that's all. So smritir labdha, I got the smriti, I remembered, my delusion is completely destroyed, I have regained my memory, I am firm, free from doubt. Now I shall act according to your word, I will obey whatever you said. What did Bhagavan said? Itide jnanamakhyadam guhyad guhyataram maya vimarshyaitat asheshena yadhechasi tatha guru. Based on this knowledge, Arjuna, you format your life. Similarly, every one of us, we have to understand this and assimilate this knowledge, and based on this knowledge, each one of us have to format our life according to the teachings. So after all this, 74th verse, Sri Sanjaya Uvacha. Now Sanjaya said, Ityaham Vasudevasya Parthasya cha Mahatmanaha Samvadamimam Ashrausham Adbhutam Romaharshanam. So Sanjaya is telling Dhritarashtra Maharaja. So we should not forget the story, the context. So at the end of 10 days when Bhishma fell, then Dhritarashtra said, I want to know what happened in the war field, and then Sanjaya starts narrating this, and Vyasa Bhagavan gave him the Divya Drishti, and actually initially Vyasa Bhagavan offered the Divya Drishti to Dhritarashtra himself, but Dhritarashtra said, I don't want, and hence this Divya Drishti was given to Sri Sanjaya, who is a Mahatma, who is very pure at heart, and Sanjaya was able to see the whole thing and he was narrating everything. That is how the Bhagavad Gita, how the Bhagavad Gita was explained, and Sanjaya was explaining all these to Dhritarashtra. So he says now, Ityaham Vasudevasya Parthasya cha Mahatmanaha. So I have heard this wonderful dialogue. between Vasudeva and the Mahatma Partha. Mahatma, Arjuna is definitely a Mahatma. Because if he is not a Mahatma, how can he listen to Bhagavan himself? Yogeshwara himself, he was able to listen. That itself shows that Arjuna is a Mahatma. So ityaham Vasudevasya Parthasya ja Mahatmanaha samvadam imam. Samvadam means the conversation, right? The conversation between Vasudeva, the Krishna and Arjuna. I heard, thus have I heard this wonderful dialogue between them. Who heard? Sanjaya. So Sanjaya says, I heard this beautiful dialogue between them and Samvadam, Ashrausham, I heard this. Okay, I heard this, which, what happened then? Ashrausham, Adbhutam, Roma Harshanam, right? Hair rising, or I got goosebumps listening to the conversation between the Arjuna and Krishna. See, one who is very sincere in the quest, in this inquiry for the truth, to know myself, what is my true nature, who am I? This quest for the truth, the Satyam, there is nothing more important and wonderful than this hair rising. There is nothing more wonderful than listening to Bhagavad Gita. Who are really want to know the truth, there is nothing more important and wonderful than the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. And when this jnanam is heard again and again, and thinking about it, it is like a story. It unfolds the truth, the mystery. It unfolds wonderfully. So Sanjaya is blessed by Vyasa Bhagavan to see and listen to the Bhagavad Gita. And so who are all the listeners? Sanjaya himself, and we should not forget Dhritarashtra also listened to this Bhagavad Gita. Because we forget this fact. Dhritarashtra also was listening to Bhagavad Gita through Sanjaya. So he is also blessed. So Arjuna is Mahatma because Arjuna heard it directly from Bhagavan, and Sanjaya also heard directly from Bhagavan. Right? And Dhritarashtra also heard through Sanjaya the whole Bhagavad Gita. So we will go to the 75th. So 74, Sanjaya Uvacha Ityaham Vasudevasya Parthasya ja Mahatmanaha Samvadam Imam Ashrausham Adbhutam Roma Harshanam. It is ecstatic. He felt so happy. I am feeling so happy, and it is hair rising. Right? That much I am getting goosebumps thinking about the conversation between them. 75th verse. Vyasa prasadat srutavan Yetad guhyamaham param yogam yogeshwarat krishnat sakshat kathayata swayam vyasa prasadat shrutavan yetad guhyamaham param. There is another guhyatamam also I am reading in one book. Yogam yogeshwarat krishnat sakshat kathayata swayam. Through the grace of Vyasa Prasadad, Guhyatamam, the Guhyam, most profound secret. Why it is secret? Because why it is secret? Though it is available everywhere, right? This truth is available with every one of us. This truth is available with every being here. But very few realize this. Bhagavan himself says in 7th chapter, 3rd verse, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatadamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvataha. Manushyanam sahasreshu. Among thousands and thousands of people, only a few, one or two, The kaschit yatati siddhaye. A few will only will realize the truth, then, they will, few will try to strive to realize the truth, right? Very few people, even though it is available everywhere, very few, 1 in 1,000 will strive to realize this truth. And yatadam api siddhanam, among those who are striving for this, right, who are practicing this, who are in the sadhana, kaschid mam veti tattvadaha, one among them, 1 or 2 or maybe a few realize the truth. So that is why it is secret. So does that mean that it is difficult? Not difficult. It is not difficult, but the inner purity must be there, right? The purified mind only will be able to catch it. That is the only thing. So it is not difficult, only the purity is not there. Why? Because why the purity is not there? Because of attachment towards the objects of this world. That is the reason why there is no purity. Attachment is there. But one who has, I want only God, I want nothing else in this world, because everything else in this world is transient, it is temporary, it appears and disappears all the time. The names and forms, they appear and disappear all the time, whereas on which I can't trust, I can't hold on to. That is the reason why the worldly things are not to be depended upon. And the only thing that is ever present, which is Sanatanam, which is Shashwatam, is only God, Atma. Na jayate mriyate va kadachit nayam bhutva bhavita na bhuyaha ajo nityaha shashwatoyam puranaha na hanyate hanyamane sharire. That which get destroyed in all the shariram, all that hanyamane sharire, that which never get destroyed, that is the Atma, that is the Bhagavan, and that is the true nature of every being here. This is the knowledge, right? So Vyasa Prasadat Srudavan, this knowledge, because of the Vyasa Prasadat, because the Vyasa gave, Bhagavan Vedavyasa gave him the Divya Drishti to Sanjaya, and because of that Srutavan, Etad Guhyam Aham Srutavan, this Shastram I heard from whom? Yogeshwarat Krishnad, Etat Yogam, this method to realize the truth, yoga, right? This method, the way Bhagavan explained in all these verses, right from Bhagavan, Yogeshwaraha. Why he is Yogeshwaraha? See, Yogeshwara means Lord of Yoga, heard from himself. From Bhagavan only, Shrutavan, I heard this. Sakshat Kathayataha, Yogeshwarat Krishnad Sakshat Kathayataha. So Sanjaya is remembering Bhagavan Vedavyasa. This secret knowledge, that is why it is called ultimate knowledge. Because by knowing which, the quest to know something else will not be there. Right? By knowing which, the quest to know other things will vanish, will no more be there. That is the reason why this is called ultimate knowledge. By knowing gold, example is, by knowing gold, you know all the ornaments. No need to know separately. I want to know a chain, I want to know a bangle, or I want to know a necklace, etc. Right? Because you know what it is. It is all, everything is gold alone. Similarly, by knowing Atma, by realizing Atma, you know that the whole universe that is appearing, let there be new galaxies come or disappear, doesn't matter. Everything is Sakshat Brahman only, Bhagavan only. That is why all the knowledge ends here. It's called Vedanta. All knowledge ends here. So this is Guhyataram, and it is heard from Sakshat Bhagavan only. So Adi Shankaracharya talks about Vedavyasa as Sarvajnaha. Adi Shankaracharya says Vedavyasa is Sarvajnaha, and Sridharacharya in Bhagavatam commentary, Sridharacharya says that Adi Shankaracharya is Sarvajnaha Bhagavan Bhashyakaraha. Sarvajnaha Bhagavan Bhashyakaraha. And Bhagavan here Bhagavan Krishna is Yogeshwara Krishna. Told by whom? Sakshat Bhagavan Vedavyasa. Vedavyasa said Yogeshwara Krishna. So we are all fortunate to listen, read and understand this Bhagavad Gita and Gita Shastram, which has endured thousands and thousands of years. After that also it is as good as new. Such a wonderful teachings, Bhagavad Gita. So there is one beautiful verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. It is quoted in one of the Bhagavad Gita commentary by Nachur Ramanacharana Tirtha Swamiji. So Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. Narayana is the Lakshyartham. Narayana means Brahmanandam. That is the experiential knowledge. That is Bhagavad Gita itself. And Vyasa is the Guru, and by whose teachings, by whose grace this knowledge becomes fruitful, and Arjuna represents all of us, the noble and adorable human being, Narottamam, adorable human being residing in all of us, and Bhagavad Gita is the Mother Saraswati. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. We'll move to verse number 76. Rajan Samsmritya Samvadamimam Adbhutam Keshavarjunayoh Punyam Hrishyami cha Muhurmuhu. Muhurmuhu Hrishyami. I rejoice again and again. Why? Samsmritya. Repeatedly thinking about. Smaranam. Right? The 75th verse, Srutavan, he said. I heard this. And 76th verse, Sanjaya says, hey Rajan, hey Dhritarashtra Maharajan, this Samsmritya, thinking about it, recollecting it, remembering it again and again, this Samvadam, Imam Adbhutam, between the conversation between Keshava and Arjuna, because Keshava Arjuna, Hrishyami cha Muhurmuhu, I am rejoicing again. Hrishyami, I am rejoicing, I am happy, so happy, thinking about it, remembering it, the conversation. See, whenever we take Bhagavad Gita and read a verse, one or two verses, and understand the meaning and think about it, it gives wonderful happiness. We feel wonderful. That is the best way to start a day. I would say the best way to start the day is get up and read a verse, take the one or two verses, read, understand, contemplate on it, think about it, and that day will be really wonderful. Because we are doing Samsmritya, the conversation between Arjuna and Keshava, we are also recollecting the same. So, Hrishyami cha Muhurmuhu, the same happiness will dwell upon us also. There is no doubt about this. And that will produce Shanti in our lives. There is no doubt in that also. Now we'll move to 77th verse. Tacha samsmritya rupa matyadbhutam harehe vismayo me mahan rajan hrishyami cha punah. Hey Rajan, hey Dhritarashtra Maharaja, harehe tat atyadbhutam rupam cha. So 75th verse, Sanjaya said, listen Srutavan. 75th verse, he said, Smaranam, remembering that again and again. 77th verse, Rupamatyadbhutam Samsmritya. The Vishwarupa Darshanam, which was given by Bhagavan to Arjuna as well as Sanjaya also. Sanjaya also could see that Vishwarupam, that Tatcha, Samsmritya, remembering that Vishwarupam, right, the Bhagavan Sarupam, that Virat Rupam, which was explained in the chapters here. Vishwarupa Darshana Yogam, that Samsmritya, remembering that again and again, me Mahan Vismayaha, I feel ecstatic. Punaha Hrishyami, again and again I am thinking about this and I feel the Anandam. And whenever I recall that most wonderful form of Hari, the great, is my astonishment, O King, and I rejoice again and again. Means Samsmritya. He is thinking about the whatever he heard, he is remembering again. Sanjaya is remembering that again, and also he is remembering that Vishwarupam again, and he is always in that Anandam and Shanti. Same will happen to all of us. Definitely it will happen. What we have to do is, we have to do that Smriti. We have to remember that again and again. Ma Manusmara Yudhyacha. Remember this. Ma Manusmara. Remember me. And do your karma. Whatever karma you are in, you do that, but remember. Remember me. Ma Manusmara Yudhyacha. So here Sanjaya is talking about the Vishwarupa Darshanam. Bhagavan, we know that Vedavyasa Bhagavan, he gave Divya Drishti to Sanjaya, and Yogeshwara Krishna also gave Divya Drishti to Arjuna to have the vision of Bhagavan in as this means what we see as the Virat Rupam. See, it is very clear in Taittiriya Upanishad, Akasha Shariram Brahma Satyatma Pranara Mana Anandam Shanti Samruddham Amritam. Right? Taittiriya Upanishad clearly says, when you see the whole universe as Akasha, the body of Bhagavan as Akasha, the moment you see as Akasha Shariram Brahma, the Brahman Shariram is the space, then what will happen? Satyatma Pranaramam Mana Anandam. The mind will dwell in happiness and Shanti Samruddham Amritam. That is, will be total peace of mind. Shanti will definitely will be there, and it will not go away. Right? So that is what the 77th verse. Then we will move to the 78th verse. Now Sanjaya declares what he says in the last verse. At last Sanjaya says this: Yatra Yogeshwara Krishnaha Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha Tatra Srir Vijayo Bhudir Dhruva Nidharmadharmama Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha Tatra Srir Vijayo Bhudir Dhruva Nidharmadharmama. This verse is always chanted at the end of Vishnu Sahasranama also. Wherever Krishna, who is the goal of all yogas, and also Partha, the Arjuna, the handler or who wears the Dhanus bow, are present, when Krishna and Arjuna are present, there indeed are found the divine prosperity, fulfillment in life, spiritual experience and perfect discipline. This is my unshakable conviction. See, Yogeshwara is the title given only to Krishna. Okay? We say Yogeshwara many places. Yogeshwara. That when there is a Yogeshwara among the yogis, Yogeshwara we say. But Yogeshwara is given only to Bhagavan Krishna. Same like Bhashyakara. When you say Bhashyakara means there is only Adi Shankaracharya is Bhashyakara. Many people have written commentaries. But the title Bhashyakara is to Adi Shankaracharya. Similarly, Sutrakara. Right? Vedavyasa. He is a Sutrakara. Because he has there are other sutrams also, but still the title is given to Vedavyasa. Similarly, Bhashyakara. Similarly, Yogeshwara is the title given only to Bhagavan Sri Krishna. Yogeshwara means Ishvara. Ishvara. Yogeshwara is the Ishvara. Ishvara is the goal through yoga. And Partha is the son of earth. Right? The spiritual seeker or the Mumukshu. So we are all the Partha here. Okay? We are all Partha. We are all, whoever is in the spirituality is Partha and Mumukshu. And Bhagavan is the Guru. The Atma is the Guru. And when these two are there, Yatra Yogeshwarah Krishno, Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha, Tatra Sir Vijayo Bhudihi. Here Vijayam. Vijayam means victory or success. What do you mean by victory or success? It is not the material fulfillment. It is not the material benefit. It is the tripti, contentment, shanti. If there is shanti in our lives, that is success. There is Vijaya. Shri also, it is the Atma Tejas, the divine prosperity that is within us. That is the Shri. Okay, it is not the money. Money may be there, may not be there. But Shanti will be there, Tripti will be there, Aishwaryam will be there. And Bhuti here means it is the Atmanubhuti. So, Yogeshwaraha, that which is the ultimate cause or Adhishtanam. Krishna is the Adhishtanam, Krishna is the Guru, Krishna is the Ashrayam. Bhagavan, Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra, wherever he, Bhagavan is there, wherever the Partha is there, right? Kunti Putra Partha is there, Tatra, there, Shri, Vijayam, Bhuti, Atmanubhuti, and Nitihi, Dhruva, Mama, Matihi. This is my unshakable conviction. So, this is the last verse told by Sanjaya. So, Buddhi is Arjuna. Take it as Buddhi. So, wherever there is this Buddhi and Bhagavan, Ishvara is there, so this Buddhi has to surrender. So, the Buddhi has to surrender to God. That alone will give us total happiness. So, ultimately, what is the requirement? Finally, what Sanjaya said is that you have to do total surrender to Bhagavan. Total surrender. Sharanagati is the only way to attain Shanti. There is no other way. So the Buddhi has to surrender to God. Right? So Buddhi, by surrendering to God, do your karma. Right? Whatever karma you do, it is to be surrendered to God only. Right? Never dwell upon the karma phala. Karma. Now we will understand. Every verses in the Bhagavad Gita will have a clear meaning. We will not have any difficulty in understanding the meanings. There will be no difficulty at all. Yeah. Once we understand, when you surrender, you will know that everything is Bhagavan alone here, and surrender to God. Do your karma as an offering to God. And who is this God? Whatever you are coming in contact with, wherever you are coming, whatever be the situation, whichever be the connection, right, between the Jiva and the Jagat, that is all Bhagavan only. That is how we have to see God. We see divinity in everything. So, whether it is the person who is working in the office, or the animal on the street, okay, or the people inside your home or outside, or any situation, anything that comes in our life, see divinity in there. That is surrender. That is a real surrender. That is an offering. All the karma is an offering to God. That is what it means by what do we mean by offering a karma to God? This is what it is. Whoever is you are coming with, whoever is you are dealing with is God. That is why in Malayalam there is a beautiful verse. We will chant that verse and then we will conclude. Yadunnu kanmadad narayana pratima. Whatever you are seeing here, okay, whatever you are seeing is Narayana pratima. It's Bhagavan only. It's the God. It is the divine thing that you are seeing. യാതൊന്നു കേൾപ്പതത് നാരായണ ശ്രുതികൾ. Whatever you are listening, whatever you are hearing, okay, so whatever you are hearing, it is the Bhagavan's glory. So യാതൊന്നു കാൺമതത് നാരായണ പ്രതിമ, യാതൊന്നു കേൾപ്പതത് നാരായണ ശ്രുതികൾ, യാതൊന്നു ചെയ്വതത് നാരായണാർച്ചനകൾ. വാട്ട് എവർ ബി യുവർ actions, any action, let it be anything, see Bhagavan there, see God there. You are interacting with God. Remember this, right? We are interacting every moment with that divinity. That is what we mean by saying yadonnu cheyvadadu. Whatever be the action, doesn't matter which karma you are doing. Any karma, let it be cooking or doing puja or going to temple or traveling in a bus or sitting in the office, anything, any karma that you do, whether it is good, bad, any karma, that is an offering to God. Yadonnu cheyvadadu narayana arsanagal. See divinity, see God there. Ishavasya midam sarvam. Bhagavan is there everywhere. That is the only Bhagavan is there. With that attitude, do your karma. Yadonnadokka hari narayanaya namaha. All of this is Narayana alone, Bhagavan alone, right? So with that, we will conclude and we will chant Bhagavan name and then we will stop. Narayanaya nama, Narayanaya nama, Narayanaya nama, Narayana, 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 Narayanaya nama, Narayanaya nama, Narayanaya nama, Narayana. Idhi Srimad Bhagavad Gita su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishnarjuna Samvade Moksha Sanyasa Yogo Nama Ashtadashodhyayaha. Om Tat Sat. Thank you very much, and this was a wonderful and beautiful day where we completed this Bhagavad Gita Yajnam. Almost we started about 4 years plus, and without I thank you to all of you. Without your presence this would not have been possible, and with the grace of Bhagavan and all of you, we completed this Bhagavad Gita wonderfully. So today Ramesh and whoever has prepared one sloka, please, who is doing first? Ramesh? Yeah. Anyone else?
I will do it later if anybody else is there.
Okay. Sheila ji?
Yeah, I can go.
Okay. Yes.
So I have chosen chapter 3 Karma Yoga, the 30th verse. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya chetasa nirashir nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigatajvaraha. So in this verse, it's not very different from all the other verses. I think just now, sir, what you have said is very similar to that. Basically, karma that is being done using the body, mind and intellect is always done for the welfare of the society, mindfully done for the welfare of the society and not for personal gain and not by personal will. The actions are done as an offering. And for a karma yogi, these actions are seen as an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity for growth, and there is no anger or disappointment in the outcome of what their actions are, because it is done as an offering. also when the karma yogi does the karma, they consider themselves like a trustee of the karma they are doing. That Bhagwan has chosen them to do that karma, so they feel blessed. They look at it in that way rather than I am doing. They don't take ownership of the karma itself. And so once we remove the ownership of any karma, automatically the burden of what will happen, we don't have to worry about that, because there is like Bhagwan's stamp on it, literally, you can say that he has willed for this thing to happen, and I am an instrument to make this make this karma happen. And so there is no false ownership also, that I am doing, I have to do this has to be the end result. None of that. So it's kind of like just now what you have just said, yadonna kanvadu, and in that it says yadonna cheivadum is also like an archana to the Lord. So it's very aptly said, I think, as you were ending. So this verse is also in line with the same. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Sheilaji. Shailendra ji, you have prepared?
Yes, Guruji, I will do that.
Yes, please. Yes, yes.
Okay. So I selected Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga, chapter 17. So Krishna here till the verse 22, he answers the Arjuna's question regarding Shraddha. And Krishna had promised that he would teach about 4 topics: Aharaha, Yagnaha, Tapaha, and Dhanam. And all these topics he completes till the verse 22. So in verse 23, he is dealing with the significance of the famous mantra, Om Tat Sat. So Om Sat Sat mantra is very famous, and it's associated with all religious activities, and especially at the time of the conclusion. So there is an expression Om Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu, or we call Om Tat Sat Krishnarpanamastu, and we express that way. So even in the end of the every chapter, this is used, Om Sat Sat is used. So verse 23 goes like this: Om Tat Sat iti nirdeshaha brahmanastrividah smrutaha brahmanaste vedascha yajnascha vihitaha pura. So in this verse, so Om Tat Sat, basically it deals with the significance of this mantra, and important points in these verses are like Krishna mentions that it is made up of 3 gods, and it's a powerful mantra of these 3, that is Om Tat Sat. These are the 3 words that he uses here. So in this verse, and he explains after this verse, he explains each of these Om, what Om means, Tat and Sat means. But in Om Tat Sat, basically 3 things, and then Sprutaha is, it is like considered. Trividaha is like a 3-fold designation, and here he uses 2 words. One is Brahmana and Brahmana. So that is, there are 2 different things. One is when you say Brahman, it is like mm, what you call the eternal, or the ultimate God. And then the Brahmana is like the Brahmin who helps in continuing the Vedas, the yagnas, which were created long ago. So basically, so Om Tat Sat is considered to be the 3-fold designation by Brahman. By uttering this, the Brahmins, the Vedas, and the yagnas were created long ago. This is the brief summary of this verse. Om Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Tat Sat iti.
Wonderful, wonderful, Shailendra ji. Yes, Ramesh ji. Anyone else? If not, Ramesh will conclude. Okay, Ramesh, yeah, go ahead.
Namaskaram. Namaskaram. First, I will start like my humble pranams to you for our Guruji, Rajona, he did a wonderful thing for the last 4 years and above 4 years, and gave us the insight of Bhagavad Gita. And thank you very much. Thank you very much, and our humble pranams. Now, same as Shailendra ji, I have also selected the same 1723 since he has already taken. I will go for 1714, which is again a verse. What we have to do with our body for achieving our aim, like whatever it is. Deva Dvija Guru Pratna Pujanam Shaucha Marjavam Brahmacharya Mahimsa Cha Shariram Tapa Uchyate. So basically in this verse, Bhagavan lists the various physical austerities of the body, what all things. So in this, the first is talking about Deva Puja. Deva Puja is the sort of worship, whatever we do, our Ishta Devata or our family deity or any deity with that, that is called Deva Puja. And after that, it's a worship of one's beloved God. That's all we can say. The next is Dvija Pujanam. Dvija Pujanam is the same as he told, worship of the Brahmins. The Brahmins here, you can be like two these things. One is the Guru, and other one which you can see in simple terms was the wise man. So both are this thing. A true Brahmin is one whose life is dedicated in studying the Vedas, the practicing the Vedic way of life, and all these things. That's what I have written. Next is Guru Pujanam, like worshipping one's own master, like whoever is teaching us, like Rajwanna or any big guru, whoever is teaching us anything, that is also considered and consider this. Next is Prajna Pujanam. Prajna Pujanam means worshipping a jnani, any like Shankaracharya, Sai Baba. Everybody will have their own gurus, to be precise, and they giving them, it's called Prajna Pujanam. Then comes in this one word called Saukam. Saukam is purity, mental cleanliness. That is what in one word you can say it as Saukam. Then the next word which I can split this is Arjavam. Arjavam, even in this, is saying a straightforwardness or integrity. That is what I have written down from this thing. Then Brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is the main thing which we have to take. Is Brahmacharya is of two types. So it is often misinterpreted. For a disciple, Brahmacharya is staying with the Guru, serving him. And some normally say it as celibacy. It is not only celibacy, like even the family people can also be. The Shastras have prescribed specific rules regarding this for the householders as well. If he lives according to those rules, even a family man is also can be considered as Brahmachari. This is what even the Shastras are saying. So this is what is the prescribed form, and these are the austerities which we have to do with our body. Then the final one is Ahimsa, which everybody knows about it. This is called Shariram Tava Uchyate. Surrounding every word uttered by a sage, there wafts the silence, the mauna of the para, and that's the divine. Om Tat Sat.
Thank you, Ramesh ji. So with this, we will conclude. So next week on 28th, there will not be any class. Okay, 28th there won't be class. Then from 4th April, we will start discussion on Panchadashi. Okay, we will start discussion on Panchadashi. Panchadashi is a text, Prakarana Grantha, written by Swami Vidyaranya Swami, and it is a beautiful text. And there are 15 chapters, and we will start from the first one. And each chapter is full on its own. Okay, not necessary. It is not like one after the other, not like a story. If you miss one, then the second chapter you will not understand, or nothing like that. Any chapter is, you can start and you can finish. Each chapter is unique and each chapter is standalone. Okay, so it's a beautiful text. We will start from the first one, and we will try to cover as we progress. Okay, right.
Yeah, Guruji, thank you so much, because I didn't realize that it was 4 years. Maybe I joined somewhere maybe 3 years back or so, but this was a wonderful journey going through hearing your great explanations. Really grateful to you, and thank you so much. Om Tat Sat Iti.
Thank you, Shailesh. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was really good.
Thank you. Thank you. You
Thank
say
you.
we can't hear you. Your audio is. Yeah, unmute.
I'm also, I think I have not put it from start.
We
Is
can hear
it?
you. Yeah,
Can
go
you hear
ahead.
me now?
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear. You can talk.
I'm not sure. I think some problem with my network. It's not audible to you. Is it audible now?
Yes, audible.
It's
Now it's
clear,
audible.
very much clear. Please go ahead.
Okay. So, sir, I also want to extend my gratitude to you from bottom of my heart. The classes had been wonderful, and it was a very, very helpful journey. I must say, lots of things I learned, and it has helped me, transform my life to a very large extent. And I'm really looking forward to, next sessions with you, whichever you are starting from fourth. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, I think so. We'll meet on 4th, same link. Okay, same link, and you tell your friends also, whoever is interested, you can tell they can also join. They can join the group. WhatsApp group is there. They can join the group. Otherwise, you can send the link also. If we get the message, you just forward to them. That way also is okay. Anyone can join. Okay. Let us be together again in this journey. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः ॐ हरिः ॐ तत्सत् ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.